Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Ys 2 Chronicles Plus. In the last part, we finished off our journey through Solomon's Shrine, and now we've reached the endgame in the core of ancient Ys. The goddesses seem held in place as if by an unfathomably powerful energy.
All hail the power of darkness. All shall pray to the power of darkness. The goddesses have fallen to life strength and their priests are dead. Humankind has lost its protectors. Now all shall kneel before me. 700 years ago, I was but a step from victory when those dastardly goddesses sealed me away in the inky void. My countless years of imprisonment and all those nights of humiliation, endless and debilitating, have, at long last, come to an end. Now the promised moment is nigh. The moment when demonkind usurps man's place as masters of this world. That moment is here. My brothers, in blood and in arms, heed my call, children. Let us teach humanity the true meaning of terror.
I don't think so, demon. Ys is now back where it belongs, and the priests are in attendance. Or did you forget that I'm a descendant of Tova? I'm sorry to be so late, Adol. Quickly, play the silver harmonica. Its sound will remove the curse on the goddesses. Reunited, and it feels oh so good. Also, how you two doing? It's been a little bit since we last talked to you. Quickly, play the silver harmonica. Its sound will remove the curse on the goddesses. Adol, where have you been? It's me, Luta Gemma. I brought you the Claria shield. I think you'll need it in the coming fight. And the collection is complete! First, we must break the seal on the goddesses. Adol, hurry up and play the silver harmonica. Will do. Might as well equip that shield, though, to max out our defenses effectively. And let's just grab the final item on our inventory, Rhea's harmonica. Its clear timbre has the power to dispel evil indeed. If you're wondering why I'm glowing green, it's because I put on the shield spell, so I'm now technically invincible, but it drains your MP pretty quickly, and we actually technically don't even need it yet. This is the final battle. Everything hinges upon you, my friend. Do not falter. This is to be the last battle between demon and human. Peace is within our grasp. Adol, you've done well in getting this far. I am Rhea, goddess of Ys. When the demons were wiped out, we were the ones who buried the Claria deep within the ground. The Claria was born of the demons, you see, and of the magic, and we deemed its presence a hazard. Hundreds of years passed in tranquility until the day Claria was excavated, misidentified as silver. Because of the magic this released, Dark Fact was able to gain the edge he needed to break the seal. We do not have the strength to reseal the demons on our own, I'm afraid. We need the might of a swordsman to aid us in this, our darkest hour. You must somehow destroy the Black Pearl. Please, wear my ring during the fight. It will weaken the demon. And that's them telling you, yeah, you need to wear that for the final boss. Oh, Adol, I've been hoping I would see you again. It's me, Fina. I'm sorry for not telling you the truth before, that I'm actually one of the twin goddesses of Ys. Using magic to seal away the demons guaranteed that the seal would eventually be broken. If magic itself is not eradicated, this land will never know true peace. Beyond this portal lies a giant black pearl, which is the true source of all magic in Ys. That is the demon's secret. I'll imbue your blade with the concentrated power of the land of Ys. And with that, the final gate to the end game is open to us, as well as the final boost of experience. But I want to max out my level first, so let's go kill a couple more Zerots just to max ourselves out at level 55. Our stats are now maxed out at 255, and we can no longer gain any experience. And after I jump cut back here to the Core of Ancient East, worth noting, this is actively the same arena we fought Vagulon in back in Ys 1. The final boss was effectively just behind us the entire middle of Ys 1, which I think is a pretty neat, fun thing to do. Either way, for the end game, you're going to want to make sure you have the Elixir on as your item so you can revive yourself in the case you die during the final boss, have the ring on to actually do damage, and the shield magic to be invincible for as much of it as you can be. Whoa, 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 whoa! What is it? What's wrong? The demons. Get back. Oh boy. What in the world? It must be. Darm is drawing the demons into himself to increase his power. Keith, look out! Tarf, why are we all here? Keith. We're here to observe Adol's fight. So, Adol, we'll be rooting for you. Knock him dead, man. Literally, if you can. That's right, Tarf. Adol is marching alone into a fearsome struggle. In light of that, we too must stand and fight in our own way to lend him support. Mr. Gordo. That's exactly it. We may not be able to offer direct assistance to Adol, but that doesn't make us powerless. Let us pray for his success then, if we cannot fight by his side. Pray for Ys, and for all the world, to lend Adol strength. And you should offer your prayers to the surface world, the world to which Ys is being returned. Okay. Yes, let us pray. We shall pray as we never have before. We shall pray for unequivocal victory. I'll pray for Adol to be granted the knowledge and wisdom to overcome this difficult trial. I'll pray for the light to illuminate the darkness before him. I pray that his resolve shall never waver, and his heart shall never falter. I guess that just leaves me. I pray that Adol's sword be granted power beyond power. Here we go. Make sure to save one last time, just in case, by the way, before coming in here. Because, well, no way back.
I am Darm. I am the source from which magic and demonkind alike were formed. My power is that which created Ys, and my power alone can sustain it. I shall consume your very soul, and you shall know true despair.
The final boss begins, and we're gonna be invincible for a lot of it. The way that the shield magic really breaks this fight is notable, and I think they kind of intended it because, really, look at the amount of attacks he has. He's got explosives that'll home in on you after a moment, he's got a shockwave that'll track on, he's got a shitload of bullet hell-like projectiles. You can do a lot of damage to him at once when you have the shield magic on top of your maxed out stats, but even then, if you're not using this fight can get rough, especially in Phase 2, when it becomes even more of a bullet hell. Honestly, the invincibility spell really overdoes this fight. There's a good chance you're going to run out of MP because it does get drained for every hit you take. But even then, as long as it lasts you at least 3/4 of the health bar, the Elixir and your stats should carry you through the rest of it pretty easily. Just good luck doing this without the shield spell. It's rough. Man, we recovered so well, our HP went above its maximum. Hot damn. But with the source of magic itself destroyed, goodbye, MP bar. You were nice while you lasted. Adol was greeted with a sea of smiling faces. The goddesses, Lilia, and the descendants of the 6 priests were there. Mr. Adol! You did it, man! And guess what? Turns out I'm a descendant of one of the 6 priests myself. Priest Hadal was my ancestor. Kinda cool, huh? The whole time you were fighting, I was praying that you'd be able to banish the Black Pearl from this world. Then I heard a shattering sound and I knew you'd done it. I knew everything was gonna be alright. It'll be all peaceful, like it was before. Finally, everyone can live in a world free from the torment of demons. I should be happy, but I can't stop crying. Tarf, please don't cry. If you do, you'll get me started too, and then I won't be able to stop. My name is Maria Mesa. The blood of Priest Mesa runs through my veins. The demons offered up sacrifices in hopes of tracking down and killing the descendants of the priests. Darm knew what the goddesses were planning, and he feared they might succeed. As well he should have. I'm sure the only reason I'm still alive after the sacrificial ceremony is because of the priest's bracelet. Peace has returned, but at the cost of more lives than I'd care to imagine. I'm going to build a monument in the Campanile of Lane to commemorate all who were sacrificed there. Adol, my boy, you did it. You really did it. My last name is Dabby, and I guess Priest Dabby is an ancestor of mine. Huh, who knew? The goddesses told me in a dream to come here. When I first met you in Ramia Village, I somehow just had this feeling. I knew you'd be the one to guide us, the one to lead us into a new age of peace and prosperity. It's amazing. At long last, Ys has been set free of its ancient curse. It's like a whole new beginning for us. Oh, I'm sorry. I know I'm babbling, but I'm just so excited. In any case, I can't wait to get back home. Now that the shrine's free of demons, old man Reg will flip his lid. Adol, it's me, Keith. I am no longer a demon, so I apologize if my appearance surprises you. Magic has vanished from the land, and with it, so too has the curse placed upon me. When I was imprisoned in Burned Bless, I lost myself in reverie. I remembered when my sister was killed by the demons. I remember what she said to me that evening, 6 months ago, the day she was taken from this mortal coil. It was like her blood had stained the sunset, and as life slipped from her body, she struggled to speak. And with her dying breath, she said to me, "I pity the demons." At the time, I simply didn't understand. I was consumed by sorrow and rage at her loss, so the idea of pity toward demons seemed like nonsense. But now that I've been a demon myself, I think I understand. Back in Burned Bless, when I held the Black Pearl in my demonic hand, I was overcome with dark desires. Demons are controlled by a bottomless well of evil intent. They are incapable of creation. All they are and all they know is destruction. But Marl loved to create. She loved it more than anything, and she pitied the demons for what they lacked. My apologies. I don't mean to bring down the mood. This is no time for such depressing talk. This is a time for celebration. We have overcome the greatest disaster we've ever faced. And we have you to thank for that, Adol. Words cannot express our gratitude. My gratitude. Adol, you've really done it. I was standing in front of the Darm Tower and I saw its summit engulfed in a light, and then you shot up into the sky. Due to the finality of your victory, I feel certain that Asteria will see many changes soon. Positive changes. Without the shadow of the demons looming over us, people can again stand on their own 2 feet. Now we can begin rebuilding. We have control over our lives once again. You're the one who reclaimed that right for us from the demons. Adol, what you have accomplished here is the true definition of heroism. Please, stay with us here in Asteria. We need your courage to help us rebuild this ravaged land. We need you to keep us on the right path. You did it, Adol. Like everyone else, I had a really odd dream before coming here myself. In it, the goddesses appeared before me and told me that Ys was returning to the surface, and I was to go to the shrine. I woke up and looked up, and there it was, the land of Ys right in front of my eyes. I had to run like mad, and I just barely made it here in time for that final battle of yours. So, Adol, the magic that spawned the demons was the same magic that kept Ys afloat, correct? What an astounding power. It was made for our prosperity and so quickly became a part of our everyday lives that ultimately it controlled us. And by relying so heavily on the power of magic, we sowed the seeds of our own undoing. It really makes you think. Everyone owes you an amazing debt of gratitude, Adol. Thank you. You brought peace back to Ys. Congratulations! You've truly become a legend in your own time. Dogi's really eager to see you again, by the way. Adol, I'm so glad you're all right. When you were in the midst of the final battle, I thought my heart was going to explode. Maybe it did and I somehow came back to life? If you have something to say, now's the time, little lady. Gopan, you're mean! Adol, don't worry. I'm really very happy to see you. Very, very happy. After 700 years of separation, the people of Ys and Asteria and the rest of the world can reunite as one. Many glorious days await, far more now than ever before. From this time forward, there will be no need of goddesses or priests. One by one, all will come to believe in themselves in this new age. The two of us will see to it that the magic brought about by the Black Pearl will never be revived again. We will watch over the land to make sure this peace endures. We will never forget you or what you've done for us at all. You have our eternal, undying gratitude. I think we're third wheels here. We should probably let ourselves out.
Good thought, Maria. At all, we're going to head back.
There's so much I want to say, I don't even know where to begin. After you rescued me from the depths of the shrine, I stayed at Jaba's house for a short while. I feel like I understand everything now. I never knew so many wonderful people lived in this world. There's no real need for goddesses or priests. And now, even the floating island of Ys will be a thing of the past as Asteria becomes whole again. I have so many happy memories from my time here, but the best will always be the time I spent with you. I want you to know that more than anything else. During the time I spent with you, I truly felt human. I must go. Rhea is waiting for me. I hope you'll think of me from time to time. And when you do, I hope you'll remember me as a girl, not as a goddess. Fare thee well. Fina. And that's the end of not only Ys 2 Chronicles Plus, but Ys 1 and 2 as a whole duology. Ys 2 is a marked improvement in my eyes over Ys 1 in pretty much all ways structurally, considering there's much more environmental variety. The addition of the magic system really does do a lot to make the bump combat system more interesting, and they do keep that in any future variants of this combat system. And this is just where all the really cool stuff happens between the first two games. But it is one of those things where you really should play Ys 1 first to fully understand everything that's going on. Hell, it helps that Ys 1 is at most like 6-7 hours long, if even. Between the two games, you're probably barely gonna hit 20 hours even on a first playthrough with grinding. I understand, and I do think they should do a remake of these again at some point in the more modern mechanic system as one joint adventure. But the bump combat stuff is such a historically important step for the legacy this franchise ended up creating to this day with Ys 10.
releasing in English at least about a month away from when I'm recording this. It's currently September 22nd, by the way. If you didn't like how Ys 1 felt, I'd still recommend trying out this one through at least the first 2 bosses to see if you like how the magic system changes things up. Because I also think largely the areas are more interestingly designed, as they have generally more interesting ideas of what to do with level design, both in terms of mechanics and scale. Because one of my least favorite things about revisiting Ys 1 is admittedly the Darm Tower. It's a cool set-piece place on the first playthrough, but it's a very linear set of checklists on a repeat visit. And while technically, at the end of the day, the Solomon Shrine is also just a massive checklist of things to do in this order, the fact that there's so much more to that area means on a first run, you're going to be exploring a lot more, and I think that does feel better for a final area like that. With that said, part of the fun with this series to me is just how distinctly separate the games are despite having some recurring characters. You can really start at basically any entry aside from specifically Ys 9 and not have to worry about a bunch of terms being introduced to you, and largely what terms are introduced to you are going to be pretty quick and easy to find out. So in a lot of regards, because of that, technically speaking, the first starting point to see if you like how this series feels in any regard is probably to play either things like Ys 8 or Ys 3 or Memories in Celceta, which is the canon version of Ys 4 now, to see if you see how you like it. And hey, if you play Memories of Celceta, that means you've seen that part of the timeline. You don't need to play the non-canon Ys 4s that went back to bump combat after what Ys 3 is. Speaking of which, Ys 3 is going to be next, but it's where the series is going to start getting funky for us, because we're going through a numerical order, including remakes, instead of timeline order, because technically speaking, if I was doing that, I would head into Ys 10 next, not Ys 3. The reason I'm not playing the original version of Ys 1 and 2 is that at the end of the day, while there are differences between the versions, soundtrack-wise, voice acting-wise, etc., they play so similar at the end of the day that the LP would radically have come out about the same. Whereas, say, Ys 3 and Oath Felghana are radically different games in how they handle things, so there's enough to be talked about that I could do both LPs. Same with the 3 versions of Ys 4, but we'll cover that when we actually reach it. I love this version of this song so much. But, with the goddesses sacrificing themselves to seal the Black Pearl and its magic away, Ys is saved, and the Chronicles of Ys itself are concluded. But with that, I'm going to need to end this LP off here. Thank you guys for watching, have a great night, take care, and I'll see you guys next Let's Play, whatever that may be. See you guys then.